Hey guys, Pelican here. Today I'll be showcasing my PvP add-ons that I use. I've been getting many requests for this over the years, and I think it's finally about time that I make a dedicated video to this. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions, and without further ado, let's get started. So first, I'll be classifying all the add-ons that I'll be going through into three major groups. The core groups are the add-ons that play the biggest impact on my gameplay, for example Shrenda. Then the secondary add-ons are the ones that still have an impact, but I think are less important, so I won't be spending too much time on those. And finally, I have the so-called non-active combat add-ons, which don't really do much of anything while you're in active combat, but some of them are quality of life and they're still useful to have just as a PvPer. So before we start, let me just show all the add-ons that I have on my account. Some of these I won't be going through, like for example group loop notifier, and the ones that are blanked out are usually just for PvE, so I don't really have them active right now. But this is just in case anyone is interested. These are all my libraries as well. Pretty sure some of them are redundant, but haven't really bothered going around sorting them. Alright, so let's get started. First one is Shrenda's buff and debuff tracker. This is the most important add-on that I have. All my major buffs that I track, as you can see in the center of my screen, these are all done using Shrenda. So I'll quickly go through some of my settings for them and show you how I set it up. So I pretty much only use this feature from the add-on. It's called the Prominent Aura Assignments. What it allows me to do is to basically cherry pick and choose all the buffs that I think are important enough to track, and then I can assign them to different displays, so I can display them either as icons or as bars in different parts of my screen. So I'll just show you a few examples. For example, in this corner of the display, I have all my normal buffs. For example, armor buffs, Natch, Rallying Cry goes there as well. So all the standard buffs that needs to be tracked, I put there. And on the left hand side, this is where I track my healing related buffs. So for my heal rotations, I will tend to look towards the left. But for now, I have crit surge and major vitality. Major vitality is for me important to track because I kind of use it to in a way track the Warden cooldown script as well, because Warden script lasts about 8 seconds. So when major vitality is about to run out, I know that's when my Warden script is ready as well. So I don't really have to make a separate tracker for Warden CC. And then in the center of my screen, this is where I keep the most important buffs in my opinion. Yes, it does block my character, and I know some people find it annoying, but personally I find it very useful. Currently I only have, for this build I only have shocks and mechanical acuity on that location, as you can see. And then for this location, this is where I keep my cooldowns. So currently I only have mechanical acuity cooldown tracking in that location, but you can put basically sometimes I can't remember, but for example if I use Clever Alchemist, like I will probably put the cooldown there as well. So yeah, actually what am I saying, Clever Alchemist is based on potions, but yeah, any important cooldowns that I find important, I will put there. And finally, you can't see it here, but let me just show it real quick. In this location, this is where I put all the debuffs that I think are important enough to track. So currently I have Gerald Mountains and Snake in the Stars. Those two sets are pretty much super cancerous for solo PvPers, and it's nice to know that you have them on you so you can alter your gameplay accordingly. I also track other players' corrosive armor and acuity there, so I can see like if someone has corrosive or acuity up, so I know to be careful and start playing defensive. But yeah, this is pretty much all my all there is for my Shrenda add-on. Let's move on to the next one. The next add-on I have is Azura's UI interface. This is pretty much just used to move my vanilla UI. So some of you might notice like my resource bars are a bit higher than what they are in vanilla, as well as my target buff. So my target health bar is also a bit lower. I do that so I can see it more clearly. So this is just used to adjust the vanilla UI. That's all that is. Next up is advanced UI. Now this UI, this add-on is not really that important because first of all, it's a really old add-on and I only keep it around because I'm used to it. Honestly, you don't really need this add-on. The add-on can be replaced with Shrenda. All this add-on does for me is it tracks all the buffs that I have and all the debuffs that I apply to the enemy. So you can just use the vanilla buff tracker for that. But basically I just kept it around just because I'm just used to it and I didn't want to change it. So that's all this add-on does. Finally, the last core add-on I have is Miat CC Tracker. This is when I get CC'd, this add-on will display a giant icon in the middle of the screen and which will disappear when I break free. So I find this very useful because sometimes in a fight, especially in very huge fights, you might not see that you get CC'd. Some CCs are a bit obscure. So this add-on is really helpful to let you know that you got CC'd and you should probably break free. So these are all the 4 core add-ons that I use. Let's go through the secondary add-ons. The first one is Grey Skull. This is just a weapon damage tracker. It will display my weapon damage here. I put it in secondary because honestly I don't really look at it much, but it's just nice info to have over there. Next up is Agony Warning. This add-on currently doesn't work, but what it's supposed to do is if someone uses the Rush of Agony set on you, this will display a warning telling you to block. Rush of Agony is a very annoying PvP set. It will pull you and it won't give you CC immunity. You are basically, in the worst case scenario, you can't do anything for like 2 solid seconds and you'll probably die. So it's a nice add-on to have, but unfortunately it doesn't work now. It should get fixed in the future. The next one is Forward Cam Preview. This basically just, when you have forward cam slotted in your inventory, it should, I'm not in 0D right now, but basically what it does is it will show the radius of the camp around your character icon, so you know whether you are placing the forward cam in range. So it's just very useful to have, more for group PvP, but I guess it has its users in solo as well, so I just keep it. The next one is called the Shining. So it's over here. So all this add-on does is it allows you to alter the brightness of the AoEs that are displayed to more extreme lengths than what's allowed in vanilla. So I use this because I feel like the vanilla enemy AoE isn't bright enough sometimes and it's a bit hard to see, so I use this add-on to increase the brightness further. You can even set it to super high values. So this is useful for combat as well. Finally, we have Wizard's Wardrobe. Originally, I used this for PvE to quick swap builds, but I also find it useful in some cases in PvP. For example, on my ganker, I use it to swap between setups quickly, but for this build, I don't really use it. But it's just a nice add-on to have. Finally, let's move on to the non-active combat add-ons. First up, we have Superstar. So it's not currently here, but Superstar is basically what you see here. It displays all your builds, your entire build, all the information in one concise page. So this makes it very easy to share your build. It makes it very easy to keep track of your build. You can easily spot if there's anything wrong. Like for example, if you have a purple enchantment for some reason, it will show the color as purple. That's when you know your build is not maxed out. So it's a good way to share or check your build. Very nice to have. Next up is QCounter. I know this add-on, this QCounter add-on is a bit, most people use it to like, I don't know, like flex their KD ratio or something irrelevant. Personally, I don't use it for that. what I like to use it for is to track my killing blows. So I use this to analyze my killing blows and see what abilities are doing most of the finishing off. So for example, I found that surprisingly Hurricane has a pretty high amount of killing blows, and I guess that makes it very useful for finishing off enemies. But yeah, I basically use this add-on to track killing blows, but you can use it to do other stuff as well. Finally, we have Combat Metrics. I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with this add-on. This is a fight analysis add-on. You will display all the information in the fight after you complete it. But yeah, I use this add-on to track my healing, my damage received, damage done, anything that I feel like I might need to improve my build. It's also a good way to it's just a good way to track all the stats. You can also check the combat log to see what kind of things are hitting you and stuff. But yeah, this does take up a bit of, I don't know, I guess memory. So you might want to disable this in Zero Deal, or you might not just want to use this at all. But yeah, I do find it useful. I also have a life counter over here, but honestly I don't really look at this. I don't really think this is much useful information either during combat. So that's all for the for my PvP add-ons. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions on how to set it up, or any add-on related questions, or if you have any suggestions on what additional add-ons I can use. And I'll see you guys in the next video.